Hey guys, it's Michael, and welcome to the channel. Hey, today guys, we've got an exciting video. Got something huge happening here. We're taking on something that I've never seen done before. It may have, but I've never seen it. We have compiled the top 500 questions that cruisers have. A lot of these questions I have been asked myself, and others worked with a few friends to help pull things together. We've done a lot of research and answered a lot of questions that even we didn't know. Okay, we're going to break it down into different parts. So it's not going to be all 500 questions today. So you may want to be sure you're subscribed so that the parts coming up that you'll get a notification. Okay. All right, let's jump right in. We're going to start with general questions. Okay. Now, some of these guys you may know, you may have heard. Some of them are first-time cruiser questions, but many are not. I'll tell you what, I learned a lot in doing this, okay? All right, first question is, what is included in the cruise fare? Okay, theoretically, of course, in your cruise fare, that's going to include your cabin, all your meals. Pretty much, you could theoretically kind of go on a cruise and not spend a whole lot more than that, except for your gratuities. Other than that, pretty much, it's going to cover most everything that you really, bare necessity-wise, need. Now, of course, there's going to be things that you'll want to spend money on. It does not going to include anything for short excursions or things like that. You can definitely get off the ship and wander around, do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to spend money, you don't have to. All right, the next question. What extra cost should I expect on a cruise? That's coming in. Now, the extra costs are going to be things if you want to do specialty dining that is not included in your cruise, or if you want to purchase alcohol drinks or sodas, things like that. Yes, those things are extra. If you want to purchase items, souvenirs, your shore excursion, things like that are extra. Absolutely. There is a lot that you can spend money on outside of your cruise fare, okay? What extra costs should I expect on a cruise? The only thing that you're definitely going to be charged is going to be your gratuities, okay? And that you can, of course, prepay before you cruise if you choose. You can do that. But there will be other charges. Not charges. There's going to be other things that you'll want to have money for, not necessarily cash, but I wouldn't just, pay my cruise fare and say, okay, I'm not taking any money with me. I'm going, that's it, That's just not a good idea because there's going to be things come up that you're going to want to spend money on. How do I choose the right cruise for me? Okay, if you've never been on a cruise, I would strongly recommend a trusted travel agent. Someone that you trust, absolutely. They're not going to charge you anymore. You can always call the cruise line directly. Their agents are very helpful to get you into what you think that you might want to, a cruise situation that you might want to choose, okay? What is the best time of the year to go on a cruise? Guys, that is very different for different people. The further south you go, the Caribbean can be really hot in the summertime. But still, a lot of people do it. Especially folks with kids, you're out for the summer. The ship is moving. You're going to have a breeze usually, there's that. Your staterooms are going to be air conditioned, of course. But being out in the sun, the Caribbean, it's summertime, guys, but it is an excellent time to go on an Alaskan cruise. Okay. How long should my first cruise be? Okay. This is going to be different for different people. Let me tell you some advice that I was given. And I cherish that advice. I was going to go on just a short cruise, like a 3 or 4 day cruise for my first cruise. And this gentleman told me, he said, don't even bother. He said, you'll be so mad. He said, just when you get into it, it's time to come home. Well, I heeded his advice, and I My first cruise was 6 days, and I'm so glad I did. However, let me say this. If you're a person who gets motion sickness and you feel like you might get seasick, you may want to think about a shorter cruise for your first cruise, just to see. I do get motion sick, but I've never been seasick. You just don't know. All right, what destinations are best for a first-time cruiser? You know, I don't know that there is any particular destinations that is good for a first-time cruiser. What I would do, research where you want to go, and look to be sure it's not on the, national safety list of places that we're warned not to visit. But I really don't think that there is, say, oh, you got to go here first, I just don't, there's a lot of places to see. All right, how far in advance should I book my cruise? Absolutely as far as possible in advance. This will give you a better choice of stateroom, it will give you a better choice of dining time, and it will probably get you an even better deal price-wise. January and February are always really good times to book a cruise, price-wise, okay? All right, what types of cabins are available, and which one should I choose? Guys, there are interior cabins going down the middle of the ship that have no windows, you can't see outside, and of course, those prices are less because of the obvious. There are balcony cabins where you can open up onto a balcony, look out over the ocean. They're beautiful. There is also suites. There are family staterooms. There's almost many apartments on these things now. It just depends on your needs, how many people are going, and how you want to travel. Lots of different choices there. All right, how do I find the best deals on cruises? Okay, again, if you've never been on a cruise, I suggest a trusted travel agent, okay? A travel agent is not going to cost you any more money, like I said. You can also shop online if you have questions. The cruise line representatives are very helpful in helping you choose. They can help you book as well with no fees for that either. All right. Can I bring my children on a cruise? Are there age restrictions? Guys, this one's something that taught me a few things. Okay. It depends. The answer is it depends on the cruise. Okay. Any cruise that has 2 or more days that you're going to be at sea, 2 or more days consecutive, that you're going to be at sea. In other words, like if you leave on Saturday and you're going to be at sea on Sunday and Monday and your first port is Tuesday, the child has to be at least 12 months old or 1 year old to go on that cruise, or if it's crossing international waters, okay? However, if you're going on a cruise, and I'm imagining this would be a shorter cruise, where there is only no more than 1 sea day, and you're not crossing international ocean waters, then a child at 6 months old can go. I would double check with the cruise line because this is in general, okay? And to follow up on that, actually, most of the major cruise lines have a lot for children to do. Most of the cruise lines are very much geared toward children. Okay, what are the differences between various cruise lines? Guys, every cruise line is different. I'll just tell you. It's still a cruise, though, okay? And they're all going to be fun. You've got Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Disney. These guys really focus on children a lot. But on these 3 cruise lines, Norwegian as well, Norwegian also, I'm sorry. Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Disney, there's going to be something for everybody to do. Adults and children alike, no questions asked. Now, some of the other cruise lines, you get into like Holland America, it's more of a relaxed cruise, more adults than children. children are allowed. It's just a lot of seniors will be on this cruise. Then you've got like Virgin Cruise Lines. Virgin Cruise Lines is an adult-only cruise line. That's a little bit different. It depends on what you want to, what you're looking for in your cruise. But now, with keep in mind, any of these cruises are going to be fun. They're going to be you're going to have a lot of fun. They're just different in how they go about things. All right. What is the difference between ocean cruises and river cruises? Big difference, guys. Well, first of all, it's just that. Ocean cruises are going to go across the ocean to different countries. River cruises are going to visit different ports of destination, but it's going to be on the river. And river cruises are a lot smaller in general than ocean cruises. Also, with river cruises, they're going to be a little more expensive. Actually, a lot more expensive, guys. I'm not downing a river cruise. I haven't taken one yet, and I would love to. But because it's a smaller group of people, the charge is going to be a little bit more, okay? Let's see. Next up, I have got, how do I find reviews of different cruises? Let me tell you, the best source to find reviews on cruises is right here where you're at on YouTube. If you're looking at going on, say, Royal Caribbean, type in Royal Caribbean cruise reviews. If you've picked a ship that you want to go on, Symphony of the Seas review, Symphony of the Seas cruise review, and you will get a multitude of people, with cruise reviews. That's my go-to. Okay. What should I look for in a cruise package? Guys, I'll be honest with you, get all you can get. If you drink alcohol, look, see if they got one, that includes an alcohol package, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for specialty dining, there are some packages with different cruise companies that include specialty dining. There are also, all of them will include a certain amount of onboard spending. In other words, it may say this cruise comes with $100 onboard credit. Okay, that's $100 that you can spend on the cruise ship, whether it be food, drinks, whatever. It's you can use that money however you want to. You can spend it on anything you want to on the ship. But for me, I would look for the most bang for my buck, regardless which cruise line. Okay? Are there adult-only cruises? Absolutely. Like I just mentioned, Virgin Cruise Lines is an adult-only cruise line. There are also themed cruises with the different special interest groups that will be adult-only. Which brings me to the next one. Are there themed cruises? Absolutely. Hey, there are just about everything you can think of. What this is, it will be a group of people that will charter a cruise ship and say, hey, we're going to, and they actually do the booking. It's not the cruise line. It may be on a Carnival ship, it may be on a Royal Caribbean ship, but it's booked through that particular group. Now, there is everything from a Star Trek cruise to an Elvis cruise, 50s rock and roll cruise, racing fans cruise, anything you can think of, it's out there. Just Google it. All right. What is the best way to book a cruise? Again, if you're new, I honestly would go through a travel agent. If you've got someone that you trust, you don't have to, though. I'm just saying, if you've got a lot of, if you've got questions and things, yes, travel agents are really good. But at the same time, if you want to call up the cruise line, they're great as well. They're wonderful about answering questions. Either way, you can do your homework online. My first one, I actually got online and booked it and went for it. You can do that too. Okay. What are repositioning cruises? Okay, that's a really good question. Repositioning cruises Or let's say we have the Carnival Celebration is a cruise ship, specific ship. This cruise ship is based in Miami, Florida. So every cruise, it leaves Miami, it goes to its ports of destinations, and it returns to Miami. People get off, new people get on, it does the same thing again. But its home port is Port of Miami, okay? Now let's say Carnival decides that it wants to reposition this ship, and it's going to be based out of Long Beach, California. Okay, well, that ship's going to have to sail to Long Beach, of course. So that would be, that one-time cruise would be a repositioning cruise. If you're on that ship, and they do book those quite often, actually. Cruise lines move their ships around, and that would be a fun cruise to take. But it's a one-time thing. Well, not really a one-time thing. It's a one-time thing that it's repositioning. It may reposition again later, but this is not something that's offered every week, okay? All right, how do I earn loyalty points with cruise lines? Guys, this is automatic. Just sail. That's all you got to do. Be signed up for the loyalty program, and at every sailing that you cruise, you will earn loyalty points with that cruise line. And as you move up the scale in loyalty points, you will get more and more perks with that cruise line. What are the benefits of booking directly with a cruise line versus a travel agent? Guys, the benefits there, first of all, there's no difference. With a trusted travel agent, there should be no charge, okay? You're going to pay the same either way, probably. But a travel agent is not going to cost you any more. In fact, sometimes they can get things for you for less. So the biggest difference is you've got someone there that's going to answer questions for you more on a one-to-one basis, that can spend a little more time with you, that you can call up when you need to, when you have a question. Now, you can do that with the cruise line, too. A travel agent just seems a little more personal to me. Yeah. But as far as price-wise, there's really not a difference, except sometimes a travel agent can get you a better deal sometimes. Okay, today, guys, that's going to wrap up part one. We're going to pick up next time with pre-departure questions. So please be sure you're subscribed. Click that notification button and choose all so you don't miss anything coming up. If you enjoyed the video, how about a thumbs up? Again, my name is Michael. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.